advance. We've taken a few of them out here. Look at that. Let's get into the pits. Greetings and welcome to episode 13 of my Empire Total War Daft Mod Saxony campaign. This, my friends, how I left it last time, where we have a terrific battle about to begin here, my friends. The Battle for Prague, which has been building for quite some time. Now, if only the Bavarians had moved in a little bit closer here, we might have been able to drag them into the fight. However, they're not our allies, so they may not have engaged here, but they are at war with the Austrians, so it possibly might have taken place, but we are not in that place, my friends. We have to defend a very, very strong, two very strong Austrian armies here, but they're not at full strength by any means, but they do pack quite a punch here. They've got some very, very good units here indeed, particularly the Hungarian Grenadiers. They're going to be principal sort of targets for ourselves. They've also got some Royal Hungarian Line Infantry as well. Again, some just above the quality here you would normally see, but they've got a lot of line infantry here, 400 men. So again, they outnumber us here by the sheer quantity. Look at that, 300, 250 here Grenadiers. But we also got ourselves a very, 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 very good army here. Many of them are combat experienced, as you can see. A number are brand new as well. But we do have artillery, but they do have the artillery. But our artillery is surprisingly better here. We've got the 12 pounder here, which we're probably going to put into the line to give them that canister shot as well. But we've also got, here is our main attacking force here. We've got to use this cavalry very, very wisely here. But as you can see, they're striking from two different sides, so we're going to have to really hunker down here. We're going to have to really absolutely dig in, because this is going to be a brutal fight. I kid you not, my friends. It's probably one of the toughest fights we've faced for a very long time. But we are going to take it. We are outnumbered, but I don't think we're outmatched here. But we've just got to play this very, very cautiously here, but very defensively, but also being able to strike at exactly the right time. Now, as you can see, we'd be hit probably by this army here first, and then, because remember, we're facing this way, so the armies are facing south. The battle will be actually facing south. It depends which flank they attack us upon. We've got to be ready here, my friends. We can switch, of course, regiments from one flank to the other if need be. But we've got to hold here now. Thankfully, the cavalry is not significant. If they had a lot of cavalry, we would be in trouble. Thankfully, they've only got two lots of cavalry, as you can see here, just like ourselves. So, let's take this fight. I think we'll still probably get some problems here with Dresden. They might launch an attack, but if we can give these a real good mauling here, we might be able to pull this army down from here and then just sort of reinforce Prague. At least a little bit, or maybe even move into Dresden and just reinforce Dresden here. We might let Hanover, might even give Hanover, perhaps, to the Swedes, because that would then give us for an alliance and also for peace and trade. So that might help us here. We can consolidate what we've got here, and then we can get this army to full strength and start attacking and hitting the Austrians where they don't like it, my friends, attacking them. That'd be absolutely wonderful. But let's take this fight for the start here. It's going to be a huge battle. Probably this sort of episode will be this battle. It's going to be absolutely monstrous. But we've got to use the terrain, the topography to our advantage. We've also got to make sure that we absolutely hunker down here. I'm not sure if we're going to have defences here. If we do have the anti-horse spikes and also maybe some sandbags, but I doubt the trenches. I doubt we're going to get that, but it looks like, I don't think we are here. We know we're not. But we've got the town here. That's perfect. That will break up any movement here on the front lines here. So this town's actually going to work in our favour. We can use this to break up the Austrian advance. It's a wonder. But it's where the reinforcements are going to come in. Where are they going to come in, the reinforcements? We've got to seal off the flanks. But thankfully we've got a huge army now here we can operate with. Now, The topography, as you can see, very, very small deployment zone in terms of length. It's not huge by any means. Depth-wise, it's huge because it takes you right up to the edge, even beyond the village here, which we're not going to use. We're going to use the village to our advantage. It's going to break up that advance of the Austrians. So again, we've got to use that to our advantage. Now there's the Prince Albrecht. They've been an absolute wonder. They really have been the cornerstone of our army here. Their movement and their combat ability has been exceptional. But it's where we place them. That's the key, see? That's the key. Where are we going to need them? We might even hold them back until we find out where the reinforcements are going to come into. Let's just put them here for the moment. Let's get ourselves organised here. I'd like to try and... Oh, look how we've even got pikemen here. So they might come in... Well, they will come in handy because we might try and use them against the cavalry. In other words, trying to countercharge any cavalry that move in against us, because they will do absolutely huge damage to the cavalry. I mean, monstrous damage. Look at that. That's a wonder. Now, and as you can see here, they're battle experienced here. They really are battle hardened. Now, so let's pull these regiments here. We've also got a militia here, but they fought well as well, so we mustn't discount them by any means. Let's just put them here for the moment, this section here. Then we've got... We might have to feed in additional units into the fight. It's almost feeding in sort of almost like an attritional battle. But we might be able to also fight. We've got to fight a savvy battle as well, my friends. It's deciding where the fight's going to take place. I wouldn't mind to use this long grass here to hide some of our units. As you can see, 2 regiments hidden here. That would be an absolute wonder. We might just fall right back upon this line here. The demarcation line is here. As you can see, look at there. There it is in the background. There's the city, my friend. There it is. Now, we could probably then pull back here if need be, but it's where that enemy's going to come from. If it flanks us, we're in trouble. That's why we've got to reset up our defences very, very well here. We've got this artillery regiment here. And we've got the village here, so we're going to try and use the village as cover. But again, we've got to cover our flanks. We don't know what's coming in. So let's just set these gentlemen here. First things first, let's set the artillery. Here's the road. This is the road here. As you can see, it leads out from the city. So the city, as you can see, the road leads up and away here into the city. So we need to set our artillery, but the artillery is going to be part of the main line, if you understand what I mean, my friends. It's going to be, as the council always said to me, matter, include it in your front lines, as it were. So we've also got the canister shot here, but we might, I wonder if we put the pikemen in front of here just to fend off any cavalry advances upon our artillery. But I like to have them as a counter charge, to be honest with you. Look, they're hidden here. Look at the long grass. This long grass here might prove absolutely vital because it will hide units. But let's not get distracted here. I think we're going to need some combat veterans here. We'll use the 1st Regiment here, but again, we're just going to set them here. Just slightly in advance of this artillery. So if we get attacked, the artillery will not be the first sort of hit it'll take, but got to watch when it aims its canister shot here. So let's just... That's the canister shot here, so we might just clip us through these men, which we've got to be careful of. But that's a wide arc they've got there for canister shot. That's wonderful. Where's the deployment zone here for the... Here it is, right on the edge. So you can see a very short no man's land here, which means they'll be deploying along here. Again, we're going to keep this nice and compact here, nice and tight here, the defence. Now, we have the 8th Regiment here on the left. Now, gentlemen. One gentleman now, please. Thank you. A little bit too far forward there. That's more like it. Pretty much in line here. This one's a little bit off kilter. Let's do this by the book, please, gentlemen. Thank you. That's much more like it. Look at that. Beautiful. Now, we'll take these regiments here. These 3 regiments will be used for a defence here on this flank. That's not where they're going to be. We're going to use them on the defence on the right, and we'll have 3 more regiments on the left as well, because remember, we've got a huge amount of forces coming in. Once we know where the enemy are going to be deploying, the reinforcements are what are going to be our greatest concern, because we don't know where they're coming in from at the moment. They might come in from this, they might even come from behind us here, in which case you've got to be ready, or they might come in from over here, or over here, or here, or right directly behind, not directly behind us because then we know that, but they might come along with the flanks. If they don't, we can then redistribute the forces that we've used for defence. We can then push them elsewhere. I like to use the pikemen as a counter charge unit at the moment against the cavalry. I like to keep our cavalry as well just out of harm's way for the moment, because we want to keep them in reserve. I'd like to try and keep some forces in reserve, but as you can see, I've packed this really close here, the demarcation line, because we want them to come through the village. They've got to come to us. Let's take our militia. We might use them as a counter charge as well, but maybe against the reserves. Let's put this regiment in here, the 6th regiment. Let's put the general here for the moment. Let's have the left flank here. A little bit too close here. Let's have some. That's better. That's more like it. Well done, sir. 10th regiment. Imagine we need to keep 3 regiments on the flank here as well. So we've got 3 regiments here. We've got these. We'll have 11th regiment here on this flank. Gentlemen, look sharp here, please. Thank you. Again, we'll have the 18th regiment here on our right, because the right might get hit pretty hard here. Look at that, they're hidden. We'll extend this line right out here as far as we can, but we can alter and adjust it if need be. What we'll do, we'll just seal this flank off here. What we will do then is we'll put these gentlemen here, and we'll have them moving against the reinforcements if need be. I know we're quite tightly packed in here, but alas, this is what we've got to do. I think we'll just take this regiment here, the 19th, and put it on the left. Again, closing the flank off here. We'll bring these gentlemen in behind the defensive line here. Now, this might look a little... Now they're thinking, what the heck are you doing here, sir? But there is method in my madness, because once deployment ends, we've got here we can move into. So we can start adjusting our defences as we need to here. We can also pull the cavalry back to here as well. Backed by here. I don't want to split the cavalry up. I want to keep it as one sort of mailed fist, as it were. We might just put our militia on this flank over here as well, just to give us that counter charge. Counter charging is going to be crucial. Let's just put them here for the moment. And then we can redeploy our defences as we see fit. But this is going to be a battle like the which we haven't faced in a long time. Okay, I think we're good to go here. Right, my friends, let's begin the battle. This could define the entire campaign, I kid you not. This battle is going to define the entire campaign for a long time to come. Let's do this. Oh, look at that, right behind us, as I suspected. Look at that. And that is why we did what we did. Let's get in there. Right, now we've got these forces. Oh, let's get these gentlemen into here. We're going to reinforce this flank heavily here. We've got the general already. Can we hit them on the flank here? Oh, we can straighten this line out here. Don't stroll. Oh, they've gone. Square! Look at, as they come off the line, they're being fired upon straight away here. We can't be distracted here at all. We can't be distracted. We've got to focus here. Keep your gentlemen back in reserve here. We've absolutely mauled the reinforcements here. Come on, they're almost within range. Look at that, that's a wonderful shot. They've gone. Let's get ready on the counter charge. This village has done wonders here for us. Counter charge! Let's get in there, lads. Gotta watch those Hungarian grenadiers here, so we've got to be careful here. Let's wait for them. We've got to micro every single second here. Oh, they've gone. No, not just broken, shattered, please, gentlemen. They've broken. Come on, lads. They're breaking. They're breaking. Come on, lads. Hold on now. Break them, lads. They've gone. Oh my gosh, the whole flank is broken. Give them another volley, lads. Oh my gosh, what a fight this has been. Holy smokes. Pikemen have gone, but they fought valiantly there. Well done, lads, well done. Don't stand there. They're breaking all along the line. Give them another volley, give them another volley. What a fight this has been, oh my gosh. Still got them as well, just clipped the edge of them there. We're using this cavalry as best we can. Look at that, they've gone again there. Don't tell me this is gonna. They're broken. Come on, lads, put them to the side. They're broken. fight that was. My goodness me. Look at this, they've broken all along the edge here. Oh, they've gone. They've had enough. They've gone as well. They just don't like it. They don't have it. They don't have it. They just don't have it, sir. What a battle that's been. What a battle. Come on, lads. Put them to the sword here now. My goodness me. What a fight. Come on. No, don't let them get away. Don't let them get away. They've gone. Let's kill as many of them as we can here. Let's continue. Let's continue. Wow. That was a heck of a fight. My goodness me. They've broken. They're shattered. We have absolutely mauled them here. My goodness me, that is a wonderful sight. Got the general involved as well. We'll cut down a few of these now. That's when you've got combat heavy troops in there. Combat experienced troops, this is what happens. You can do terrific damage. It's going to take a long time before the Austrians are able to recover from this battle. Wow. Right, let's get them in order here. Let's get them in some kind of semblance of order here. Let's put them to the sword here. Let's end this here. Take as many units as we possibly can here. This Prince Albrecht has been an absolute joy. We're also getting rid of quite a combat experienced regiment here as well. And here as well. These gentlemen are gone as well. I'm not going to give them any leeway at all. Come on, lads. Come on now. What a wonder. That's more like it. Come on. We can destroy as many regiments as we possibly can, means we don't have to face them again in the future. And this will also, look at that, it's been a brutal fight, my goodness me. It really is, it's cost us a lot as well. We've lost 3 regiments, but the rest are intact here, not all at full strength, but look at that, there's 52 men there. My goodness me, what a battle this has been. Come on lads, put them to the end here. Come on. And this might seem slightly extreme, but if we can get rid of all of these regiments, it means they've got to recruit more regiments. It means them spending more money. It gives us more time to recuperate here. But what a battle this has been! Yes, they've gone. Can we really? Yes, one more, and this regiment's gone. Look at that, close victory! Wow, what a battle! Quick beverage, my friends. Look at that. They deployed 7. We killed nearly 4,500. Look at that. We're almost at parity, even with what we've got remaining. We're almost at actually, we've got more remaining than they have. Look how many. 4,126 killed. Wow. That's extraordinary. Let's look at this. Look at the look at this. Look at these two here. 472. That's what the most I've ever seen. 472 kills. Look at the experience gained. Look at the Prince Albrecht as well, in the 400s. This here is the backbone of breaking them. These 3 regiments here. This Saxony regiment here has done incredible. Look at that, they've got 52 remaining. That's the one we saw. Look how many kills they've got. Wow, that was incredible battle. We've sent them packing here, my goodness. Let's put them on the back foot for a while. Yeah, they haven't been able to come after us at all. Wow. That is extraordinary, absolutely extraordinary. Wow. What a battle that was. My goodness me. This should give us enough time to replenish here and get ourselves in some kind of good order. There's Sweden as well, but we can't. There has been a wonderful suggestion as well by Field Marshal Ernuk that we actually attack Sweden with the force we've got there in Hanover. It's possible. We might take a closer look at doing that, my friends, but 13 colonies. As you can see, we've got a lot of trade of 13 colonies. Portugal, Bavaria, who didn't help, but they would have been wonderful help, they would have to us. Barbary states, let's hope they don't do anything silly. Which they're probably going to do. Yes, they are. They're going to raid those lines. That's absolutely fine there. Look at that. Pirates. Agent detected. There he is. Look at that. Austrian. Wow, what a battle that was. My goodness me. What a battle for Prague that was. But they still got plenty of forces here. Look at that. That army is going to be a brute. But one thing we must do is get this army to full... Oh, look at that. They've brought that up to full strength here. I wonder if they're going to move against... Actually, these are moving. I wonder if they're going to move against... After seeing that, I wonder if they will move against them. Let's try... We've got to bring these up to full strength as well if possible. But I think the main thing to do is bring these up. Right. They shouldn't take too much. We've got to pick our... Some of them... Luckily, we didn't use all of these forces either. Some of them are going to take too much to bring up to full strength. Some will take a lot. Now, Prince Albrecht, I think we definitely... That's 461, that's a lot, but... Look at that. Look at these pikemen. They did amazing. Absolutely amazing here. Oh gosh, that's going to cost us 732 to bring it, but they did a wonderful fight. Down to 16 men. This regiment here did the most damage of any. So I think they've earned the right to be brought back up to full strength here. Here as well, that shouldn't be too much. No, it's not. The same again, 229. It's 300 there, so we're not in bad shape here at all. Let's get the cavalry up. I think we need to get the cavalry up. Prince Albrecht, for definite, we need to get back up to full strength. Anything else here? It's quite high. rather spend that on getting one of these up. I think we'll get this regiment here, the 10th regiment. We can do one more regiment here. Can't do this provincial cavalry. They did exceptionally well as well. They did. But again, we've got to get this army up to full strength. It's going to cost us a few shillings. That is there. 471. I think we get this one up here because they're more experienced. And that'll be pretty much all the main regiments brought up to full strength then. Wow, I mean that was extraordinary battle. We've pushed them away here, my friends. We might have bought ourselves a bit of time here. As you can see, a lot of them, if they attack us with this force here, we might be able to hold them off. Now this army here is also ready to here. It's just being brought up to full strength, not to full strength, but trying to get ourselves into some kind of semblance of a reasonable force here we can use. But we really are fighting on the back foot here. Now, my proposal is: do we for peace? Do we give Hanover? It's only 655 here. Do we give Hanover to the Swedes, maybe for some trade and peace, and that way we can bring this army back here into Dresden, maybe, or support Prague, or maybe even to Dresden here, so we can hold off another assault here, because we've set back the Austrians for quite a while here, I believe, because they're not going to get over that in a hurry. But they've got some forces here building quite steady. Look at those Marines here. As you can see, they've got quite a lot of forces here, but that army there isn't that powerful either. Nothing we should be afraid of. This force here is powerful though. Mind you, maybe not. A lot of cavalry. That's going to be the killer for us, the cavalry. That's going to be a brute. What do we do with Sweden, my friends? To gain ourselves some breathing space here, do we give Hanover to the Swedes? Because I know there was a proposal we actually take Sweden and attack here with this force we've got here, which I wouldn't mind to do. Would be a battle. I think we could probably a battle we could win, actually, because he's not as staggering forces here by any means. And to having Copenhagen, but it would push us further away from the front lines here. Ideally, we need this force to be up in Dresden, or at least being able to within striking distance of Prague. As you can see here, they would pretty much support each other if we had a force here in Dresden. So I'm going to ask the council for your advice. Do we give Hanover to the Swedes in terms for peace and trade, and then bring this army back into Dresden to support this push here? We've bought ourselves maybe a year or two at most, because we have given them. I mean, look at that. This army's been absolutely mauled here. It really has. Oh, look at that. The fleet's arrived here. Let's just check out what's going on here. So Austria here. Oh, look at that. That's more like it. That is a wonder. So what have we got coming in here now? Trade. Look at that sugar. So sugar is, oh, that's one of the lowest, 19, but still, it's still better than nothing here. We might be able to build this up here, so we will be increasing our trade fleets here. And maybe increase our trade, add some more fleets here to that. Try and get our additional income. 492, oh, that's not too bad at all, is it? We've got a good income here. Or not a good income, but we've got a decent trade established here with the 13 colonies, who looks like they might be getting squeezed by the French, but again, we're going to keep out of that. We're not getting involved. Got enough to do here, but that's my main sort of a piece of advice I'd like from the council, is what we do with Sweden. We can possibly launch an attack against them, but it would push us further away from being able to defend any of the little front lines here. Or we could give Hanover to Sweden for trade and peace, and then pull this army back to Dresden, bring it up to full strength, because it would be then a formidable army indeed. And that would be able to perhaps allow us to then counter-attack, maybe take Silesia back, because we did have Silesia for a while from the Austrians, and then eventually build our force so we can take Austria out. But I'm going to leave that, my friends, in your capable hands. As always, thank you for your wonderful support and advice. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's been a real humdinger of a battle that was. That's the best battle I've fought for a while. It really has. It was really seat of your pants stuff, because if we'd have lost that, the chances are these forces here would have moved against Dresden, because this force would have had to move out, or would have been utterly eviscerated. But unfortunately, it stayed intact. We're bringing them up to full strength. Some of these will be up to full strength next year, as it were. Or the next couple of months, these will be back up to full strength, which means we'll be able to cope with another attack. Perhaps we can sort of whittle down these Austrian forces. They attack this force here, because it really is the prize. If this army gets destroyed, it's all over. That's just pretty much where we end up, my friends, because although we got this force here, it's not in the same caliber of this army here, but if you've got two of them together, it would be pretty much unstoppable. But my friends, I'm going to leave that in your capable hands. As always, my friends, thank you for your wonderful advice, your support, your very kind words as well. It does mean a lot. Whatever you do, my friends, please be safe. But until next time, bye for now.